18 and 21. And how many of you think that you are very responsible and reliable and trustworthy and mature? Alright, so you trust yourself to drive a car to school every day, to make decisions that will impact your life even though you don't know it. And how about drinking alcohol? Because I believe that the minimum legal drinking age should be lowered to the age of 18 for reasons that it will lessen the crime rate throughout America. Other countries set good examples, and it will better the economy. To first start off, it is a right earned as an adult. When you turn 18, you are labeled as an adult. Society sees you as an adult. You're going to have to start paying taxes, and you can make major decisions like what college I'm going to go to and all these loans that you're going to have to pay back 30 years in the future. You can enlist into the military and go to war, but I don't see why it's unacceptable to buy a bear. You can make other major decisions like buying a house, getting married, or even jumping out of an airplane. Like skydiving. You can even buy cigarettes and smoke them at the age of 18. And according to CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 88,000 people die from excess alcohol each year, while 443,000 people die from exposure to alcohol, and then 8.6 million lives people live with illnesses because of smoking cigarettes. Yet cigarettes are legal and okay to do, while alcohol is not. Secondly, lowering the minimum legal drinking age will lower the crime. Right now we are in college and we are surrounded by parties that have alcohol, and of course sometime in that point of your college life you will drink illegally and you're committing a crime. But by lowering it and taking that out, you are not going to commit a crime anymore. So that's a large demographic that will decrease the crime rates. And there are some states where you are allowed to drink alcohol under certain circumstances, like with your family or in certain areas, but in the states that aren't required, if you want to go to a wedding or celebrate with your family, you can't do that because it's illegal and you feel like you just have to restrict yourself and can't have a good time. Thirdly, other countries with lower drinking ages have less drinking-related crimes. In like Germany and the Caribbean, those crimes are a lot lower because they are more responsible with alcohol, and they do teach their kids the importance and how alcohol is, and they are knowledgeable about that so they do not abuse it. And that's what we need here in America. We just need to teach our children and give them proper knowledge. Fourthly, this will be better for our economy because that will be a large revenue that will open up for people from ages 18 to 21 that will be able to drink and purchase alcohol. There will be stores, liquor stores, restaurants, and bars, like private businesses, that will help them out, and it will help the government because those people will be taxed. According to procon.com, there will be more revenue for all businesses and tax for the government. And according to the National Center of Addiction and Abuse, there was $22.5 billion that was purchased, $22.5 billion of alcohol that was purchased last year. So that is a large amount of money that the government will tax on. In my opinion, we are all adults. If you can go to war and you can't have a bear, that is kind of messed up, and we should have more faith in our now generation, because I know a lot of people are going to say you're immature at the age of 18, yet you're still allowed to do all these things like getting married. If you're immature, why are you allowed to get married at such a young age? We should have more faith in our generation, and just in high school we should require things like an alcohol class that will teach you the importance of it, and have speakers like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers come to speak to them, because in my high school I had one of those come talk to me, and that did help me learn the importance of alcohol. And there are other classes like sex education and all of that, but there's not alcohol importance or even cigarette importance, which I think high schools need to have that. In conclusion, I believe that the minimum legal drinking age should be lowered to 18 because we are a more responsible generation, in my opinion. It will help our economy. We are allowed to do all these other things, but not drink, so that is just unfair, and it will be better for the economy. Thank you.
Questions? Questions? Miguel?
You do understand that drinking and smoking is two different things, because the reason I see as in it being 21 is the fact that you're not yourself when you drink, and alcohol is the reason why there's unplanned and unprotected pregnancies and deaths, accidents, and all that. So, I mean, you can't really make wise decisions when you're drinking.
Okay, most of my stuff that I covered was like health purposes, because I believe that cigarettes are more dangerous than alcohol, and not everybody that drinks makes bad decisions. Not everybody that drinks binge drinks and makes a decision while they're drunk. The majority of people that do drink are smart with it, and they don't go drive a car. So, like I said, we should have faith in our generation.
I don't have it.
You don't have faith in yourself to drink and drive?
All right. We'll take Timothy's question and then we'll wrap it up to move on.
It's not necessarily a question, but you know, I was just hoping that maybe you caught it. That you had actually a speech, but at the beginning of the speech, I see how your argument is that the drinking age should be lowered. But I like how you contradict yourself, saying that you had a percentage of certain people that are being killed by drinking and driving, by drinking alcohol.
I didn't say drinking and driving, I said drinking. And I was showing the difference between drinking and cigarettes and the health issues in that, not just drinking and driving.
Okay.